Candace Owens thinks that Erika Kirk is involved in some shady weapons selling, shady pastor crime.
Okay, so I am going to read this in the words that were written by Corby Hall. So this is going to be in first person, and he's presenting here just a timeline of the factual events regarding Victor Marx. Again, Erika's dear friend, right? Somebody you want to see immediately after at your home after
Victor Marx is the shady pastor, just so you know.
Charlie Kirk's been assassinated. I would say that's a dear friend. He writes that on or about December 1st, 2023, at the request of Victor Marx, Melody, my then girlfriend, who earned her place as COO of Fold AR, and myself drove from Texas to Colorado Springs to provide a demo of the Fold AR to Mr. Marx. Melody had followed Mr. Marx on social media for many years and noted that he was seeking the ultimate compact weapons system to use on quote-unquote high-risk missions. During our demo at his home base gun range, Mr. Marx approached me separately and asked if I would make a signature series rifle for him. He went on to tell me that he was exploring this as well with other much larger manufacturers, but that the Fold AR is, quote, the only one that makes sense. After the demo, Mr. and Mrs. Marx invited Melody and I into their house, and he proclaimed that he felt the hand of God on us and stated that he was told by God that an abundance was headed our way. During the living room meeting, Mrs. Marx identified a very unique connection between Melody and I, and she asked why we were not married. We responded that we would eventually get married, but that it was not a priority for either of us. From this point, Mr. and Mrs. Marx began asking personal and religious questions. The responses led into how the Fold AR came into existence, resulting in me explaining the story of how, at 16 years old, I was briefly falsely identified as a person of interest in the Columbine massacre in 1999 by certain investigative agents. Once this was revealed, Mr. and Mrs. Marx went into another room for a few minutes. When they returned, Mr. Marx stated, and Mrs. Marx affirmed, that she had had a dream and a vision the night before, that they would be a part of a greater mission to...
Yeah, see, this is a pastor. This is a shady pastor. When you start telling people you're having dreams of stuff and this is what you need to do, yeah, this guy's not a real guy. 100%. Shady pastor alert. That should have went off a long time ago. But Erika's kind of shady too herself, so it doesn't surprise me that she keeps these kind of acts around. This guy, Victor Marx, he looks like a straight con artist.
To protect children. And with the revealing of this story, it became obvious that the mission would be to help us to get the Fold AR on the backs of school resource officers around the country. Melody and I were in agreement with the Marxist conclusion that God was doing something significant, as the coincidences were too powerful to ignore. Mr. Marx then performed what he described as a retooling prayer on both Melody and myself, which is a whole different topic, worth further discussion separately. Now, he did send that retooling prayer over to me, and I do want to let you know that Victor Marx, is effectively what he does is he pretends that he is going to summon and then extract information from demons that are inside of you. Don't know how he became qualified to do that. He tells you that he needs you to kneel in a circle. He says the patterns actually parallel practices that are found in occult ritual frameworks. He then confronts the demons in these prayer setups, and he demands that the demons tell them the truth about what God is trying to tell the person. So he commands the demons to tell them what God wants. Wow, that gives demons a lot of power. The demons are telling you what God wants. And
you want to know how this guy became qualified? He's a fucking pastor. He's a pastor. He's not a priest. For all you Christians out there, stop believing the pastors. A lot of these guys milk people for 20, 30% of their income, and they're driving around in Cadillacs. In fucking Cadillacs. Get yourself, if you're going to be a Christian, you might as well be Catholic. At least you know, they have their flaws too, but at least you know that the priest took a vow of poverty. He's not trying to steal your money and drive around in a brand new caddy. Of course he's not qualified. If you ever went to a Christian church and see the pastor, they have on flip-flops.
Anyway, I digress. Following our initial meeting with the Marxes, we released the Victor Marx signature series rifle at the SHOT Show in 2024. The Marx participated in the release, attending our show booth for several hours each of the 4 days of the show. On January 24th, 2024, Mr. Marx...
Look at that picture. He's got a gun in his hand, and he's supposed to be a pastor. What kind of God-fearing man's going to have a gun in his hand? It's crazy.
Marx married Melody and I in his hotel room with several of our industry friends present. Some months later, Mr. Marx went on Sebastian Gorka's America First show with Melody to discuss the Fold AR and Victor's mission to put a Fold AR on the back of every school resource officer in America. While their All Things Possible Ministries did purchase 5 Fold AR weapon systems for Lindale High School in Texas, no further participation from their ministries was ever made or offered without explanation. In the late fall of 2024, Mr. Marx flew into the airport in Henderson, Texas, to tour the Fold AR facilities. During this time, Mr. Marx stated to me that he needed 50 rifles for a mission to Haiti, where he would drop off and leave the firearms. I responded that it would constitute illegal exporting to do that, so I couldn't help him. And I advised him to not do it with any other firearms as well. I also asked him the question of what good dropping off a bunch of firearms would do in Haiti anyways, with no material response offered by Mr. Marx. In October of 2024, Mr. Marx invited me again to his house in Colorado Springs, requesting that I bring a 1,000-yard capable rifle with a scope and a scope camera mounted. I then built the rifle and drove to his house to deliver it. Once I arrived, Mr. Marx explained that he was trying to protect an orphanage in Haiti and that the team was already packing their gear to leave shortly. This must be like Haitian angels or something. It's just a theme. Visions from God, godly visions. This is what God wants you to do in your life. It's giving Erika Kirk. I got to say it. Giving Erika Kirk. And the angels, obviously. There's angels that are involved. So now he needs the guns for the angels.
Somebody right there. You kind of get the gist of this whole thing. Pretty much, this guy's just a businessman. I don't know how she's trying to tie in Erika Kirk to this. She's a businesswoman too. She's scamming. He's scamming. They're using God in the middle of that to make their money. We see that. The gist of this is, hey, if you're a Christian, just be Catholic. Okay? Pastors cannot be trusted. They're always trying to sell you something. Always. I just went to a Christian show. I got tickets for it and went. And that's what they were doing the entire time. I'm not going to call out this artist. He's very popular. And I got, tickets to go. I didn't know who he was. First time seeing him. And that's what he was trying to do. Sell you stuff. Merch. He's trying to save kids. All to enrich themselves. Like, follow, subscribe.